Good morning, Michael Crow, President, Arizona State University. I'd like to welcome all of you to the 2021 Regents Cup, where we work to demonstrate not only within our three universities, but to the broader community of Arizona and the broader country, how one maintains, develops, and builds a culture where the spirit of free and open discourse, free speech can be maintained and matured and evolved and developed. And let me just add for everyone, I've got the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism's headquarters building behind me, the free press as the fourth estate of our democracy, the free and open discourse of ideas. Many people may not know the details of history. You know, the Constitution of the United States was not a foregone conclusion. It was a hotly debated, contested set of ideas that were publicly debated, debated within legislative bodies, debated in open discourse. Madison, Jefferson, Washington, Adams, and Hamilton weren't friends. they were people who had hot and open discourse about the design of the government, the design of our society, where we were going. But they did have, for the most part, open discourse, respectful discourse, in most cases, non-anonymous discourse. I think that people need to understand, and I want to recognize Regent Karen Taylor Robeson for her brainchild here to build the cup, to make it a part of the spirit of free speech, which is already highly activated at the three Arizona universities. But to make it a cornerstone element of the way our universities work and the way we project. I mean, really, the sense of it is that we need to be the test beds for free speech, the demonstrators of free speech. It really was the case that many of our founders were very early college graduates. There weren't many college graduates in the 1770s and the 1780s. In rural evolving North America, and a number of them, as well as others, stepped up and carried out exactly what we're trying to work on and demonstrate today. Now, there's another part to this, and that is that ideas are a contest. Who has the best ideas? Who can make the best case? Who can win over others with their ideas in a democracy? So free speech isn't about talking to the wall or talking to some strange people that you are unidentified with on the internet. It is about the advancement of ideas against other ideas, with new ideas emerging. And so let me congratulate the teams from the three universities and turn it over, I think, to Regent Penley.
Thanks very much, President Crow. It is indeed an honor to be chairman of the Arizona Board of Regents and to offer my personal welcome to what you've already heard from President Crow. President Crow is exactly right. The Constitution that we have was an argued over document, argued over and founded out of compromise and agreement and disagreement. Even the amendments that themselves, the First Amendment, which guarantees free speech, free press, ability to practice one's religion, that wasn't included initially. But in order to get the states to agree to the Constitution, a Bill of Rights, the amendments had to be created. So this is what our country is about: free and open argument, discussion, criticism, disagreement, but disagreement in a way that leads to something that really matters for all of us. We have been very fortunate as a country to have had on our court justices who time after time insisted on our ability to have that free speech, even when the speech itself is annoying, upsetting, speech with which we disagree. As a young person, I certainly recall Justice Hugo Black, who was so emphatic about the importance of the First Amendment. But even in more recent days, Justice O'Connor, whom all of us have celebrated as one of the great Arizonans, she as well was focused on gathering people, having open discussions, and ultimately reaching a conclusion that could be accepted by those who were seated at her table. This is a special time. The board has endorsed what our three universities have done. It has supported and encouraged them. We are very pleased that in our new general education requirements, we'll be focusing on open debate, communication, and the sharing of ideas. This is a board that will not waver from its commitment to free speech. And with President Crow, I laud Regent Taylor Robeson for what she's done to create the Regents Cup to highlight the importance of free speech, something that universities really have at their very core, that consideration of ideas that ultimately lead to new knowledge, new technology that drives the economy of this country. So welcome to the Regents Cup to all of you. And with that, I believe I turn to Regent Taylor Robeson. Regent Taylor Robeson. You're on mute, I believe, Regent Taylor Robeson.
I am. Thank you. Thank you for your words. Thank you, President Crow, for hosting this event today. It is a culmination of a lot of hard work by a lot of people, most notably the students that are involved in the Regents Cup today, but to their coaches and to everybody who has supported them getting to competition day. Thank you to the staff. Thank you to everyone who has contributed. As we kick off the 2021 Regents Cup event, it is my honor to share with you some recorded remarks from Governor Doug Ducey.
Hello, this is Governor Ducey. I want to congratulate you all on a job well done in recognition of the importance of free speech on Arizona's college campuses. I'm grateful for all the time and effort you put toward the Regents Cup competition, which celebrates free speech and fosters leadership through questioning and civil dialogue. Civil discourse is one of the most important pillars of our democracy. We saw that this past election, and some might say we see it in every election. I encourage you all to continue to engage. There's no better example than what can come from civil engagement than the gaming legislation and compact amendment I signed just last week. This was a bipartisan effort that shows that real progress can happen when everyone has a seat at the table and is committed to achieving great things. I want to recognize our universities and the Arizona Board of Regents for showcasing the commitment Arizona has to the rights to liberty and freedom of speech. All three of our public universities have been awarded the highest rating for their free speech policies by the Foundation for Individual Rights in Education. It's clear that the Regents Cup serves as a model for other universities around the country to showcase free speech and civil discourse. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank Regent Karen Taylor Robeson for her vision and effort to bring the Regents Cup to fruition. And I want to recognize ASU President Michael Crow and the entire faculty and staff for their leadership in hosting this event. This university-wide debate competition is a shining example of the power of speech in Arizona and around the world. Once again, congratulations. I look forward to seeing what you can accomplish next.
Thank you, Governor Ducey. As the governor mentioned, Arizona's public universities have a rich history in protecting and promoting free speech and expression on our campuses. And today is a grand example of that. This is truly a historic moment in celebration of our nation's First Amendment. And it's been now needed more than ever. We are here to be a shining example of the state of Arizona's leadership in free speech. I envision this event as a celebration of free speech, civil discourse, and democratic engagement. And I have no doubt that we will achieve that today through our dedication to these civil liberties in our country. To our teams, this experience will expose you to different viewpoints, and you may come away from this even better informed. The Arizona Board of Regents and the university presidents have worked hard to ensure that our campuses remain a marketplace of ideas, and that college is truly a time of intellectual exploration. We believe our students must be exposed to all manner of argument and human thought. as uncomfortable as they may be, so that you can develop as critical thinkers. Now is the time to show off and enjoy those new skills you have worked so very hard over this past semester to develop. I am personally honored by the generosity of the Regents Cup sponsors. It is because of our sponsors that we are able to provide generous scholarships to our students today. I would now like to introduce this year's gold sponsor, Molly Green with Salt River Project, where she serves as Senior Director of Arizona Government Relations and Public Policy. Molly.
Good morning. Thank you, Regent Robeson. I really appreciate your leadership in bringing this program to fruition again. Your dedication to ensuring the Regents Cup success has been really incredible to be a part of. Obviously, as described by President Crow and Regent Penley, the importance of civil discourse and reasoned debate is never more important than now. For the second year, Salt River Project is honored to sponsor the Regents Cup competition, a point of pride in Arizona that embodies our fundamental right to freedom of expression. I agree with the leaders that the universities have an obligation to foster free speech, to nurture ideological diversity, and to instill tolerance. These qualities are necessary in abundance if we are able to solve the many problems facing our state, our country, and the world. Benjamin Franklin wisely stated, "Freedom of speech is a principal pillar of a free government. When this support is taken away, the constitution of a free society is dissolved, and tyranny is erected on its ruins." Truer words were never spoken. Free speech is indeed a cornerstone of our democracy, and when it is practiced with respect, it is both compelling and admirable. I look forward to the competition, and may the best team take the Regents Cup.
Thank you, Molly. We truly appreciate your support. I'd now like to introduce our platinum sponsor, Arizona Public Service. And joining us today is Stacy Durstein, APS Vice President of External Affairs. Stacy.
Thank you, Karen, and good morning. APS is so proud to sponsor the 2021 Regents Cup event in celebration of the freedom of expression with Arizona's public universities. Arizona's public universities are leaders in free speech, and APS is committed to supporting organizations and institutions that believe in the principles upon which our nation was founded and the ideals that are laid out in our nation's constitution. This tri-university competition engages teams in debate and honors those participants that are articulating opposing points of views, and doing so in an environment where the competitors remain civil. All of the competitors here today have learned debate skills that are characterized by respect. And this is a welcomed commodity in today's world. We know that debate is about hearing opposing views, and through that, we broaden our horizons as individuals and organizations. In his book, Speak Freely, Keith Whittington states that universities must protect and encourage free speech, as vigorous free speech is the very lifeblood of a university. Without free speech, a university cannot fulfill its most basic, fundamental, and essential purposes of including fostering freedom of thought, ideological diversity, and tolerance. In our society today, it is so important that we're solving problems by freely expressing ourselves and doing so with reasoned debate. And that is what the Regents Cup offers here today. And we are so thankful to be a part of this great event and the leadership of Karen and others to put this on. And we just want to congratulate those of you that are here today and wish you all the very best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy. I'd also like to recognize our silver sponsors, the Arizona Community Foundation, Arizona General Contractors, W.L. Gore and Associates, along with our bronze sponsors, the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona, and Tucson Electric Power and Unisource Energy. The Regents Cup today would also not be possible without our judges, and I'm very proud to welcome esteemed judges from Arizona and across the country who have made a substantial investment of their time to judge this year's competition. We have several judges join us who are also members of the Arizona Legislature: Senator Vince Leach, Representative Ben Toma, and Speaker Rusty Bowers. Also, we have the Honorable Clint Bullock from the Arizona Supreme Court joining us today as a judge, as well as Superior Court Judge, the Honorable Pam Gates, and Maricopa County Supervisor, the Honorable Bill Gates. Thank you to all of our judges. I would also like to take time to thank the coaches from each university who have spent countless hours preparing and teaching their students about different debate styles and offering their wisdom and guidance. We could not have made it to this point without your help. All of our events today are being live streamed, and the public is able to follow all of these special debates and events. This year, we're pleased to have a keynote address, and I am proud to welcome two very special guests. Stacy just mentioned Dr. Keith Whittington. Dr. Whittington is the author of Speak Freely, Why Universities Must Defend Free Speech. Joining him today will be Dr. Robert Shibley, President and CEO of the Foundation for Individual Rights in Education. And a point of pride to note, Arizona Public Universities each have earned the highest rating from FIRE, a green rating, in recognition of their commitment to free speech on campus. Of the thousands of colleges and universities in the country, only 55 have earned a green rating. And I'm proud to say that all three of our universities in Arizona have that green rating, and Arizona is the only state in the nation where all of our public universities have a green rating. You'll be able to find the links for the keynote address and all of the student events today at regentscup2021.azregents.edu. And on the webpage, you will also find some great content to explore, including virtual tours of ASU, our host university, as well as videos from some of our students talking about what free speech means to them. Again, I would like to extend my appreciation to President Crow and his team for hosting the Cup this year. As many of you know, ASU is the defending Regents Cup champion, but by 7:30 tonight, we will know who will be the 2021 Regents Cup champion. So enjoy the day and may the best team win.